Hello viewers and students, and welcome to Maths tutorial session. In this lesson, we are given the following statement and a diagram. In the diagram below, CBM and ABC are right-angled triangles. Angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Angle BCM is equal to 21 degrees, as you can see on the diagram. And BC is equal to 12 units, as you can see there on the diagram. BC is 12 units. And then we are told that M is the midpoint of AB. As you can see there are indications that M is the midpoint of AB, which means AM is equal to BM or MB. Right, now we are required to determine number 1, the size of angle AMC, number 2, the length of MB, number 3, the length of AB, number 4, the size of angle ACM, number 5, we are required to determine the length of AC. Let us start now answering the questions that are being asked. Right, let us start by answering question number 1, where we need to determine the size of angle AMC, which means we are required to determine this angle, this outside angle here, this angle. Right. Now, what we are going to do here is that we are going to say, in fact, there are two ways in which we can be able to determine this angle. The first method is that you can see that this angle AMC is the exterior angle of triangle BMC. This one is the exterior angle of this right-angled triangle. Right. We know that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles of a triangle. Right. Now let us apply that rule, which means here we are going to say angle AMC is equal to 90 degrees plus 21 degrees. Reason being, this is an exterior, angle. We know that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. Right, therefore, angle AMC is equal to, okay, 90 degrees plus 21 degrees is 111 degrees. 111 degrees. Right, that is the first method. Another method of determining this angle is that we can add all the interior angles of this triangle, which means here we can say 90 degrees plus 21 degrees plus angle BMC. Right, okay, we will say 90 degrees plus 21 degrees plus angle BMC is equal to 180 degrees. Reason being, sum of angles in a triangle. We know that sum of angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So 90 degrees plus 21 degrees is equal to 111 degrees plus angle MC, which is equals to 180 degrees. Right, now we need to transpose this 111, which means we will say angle BMC is equals to 180 degrees minus 111 degrees. 180 degrees minus 111 degrees, that is equals to 69 degrees. Therefore, angle BMC is equals to 69 degrees. Let us go back to our diagram. Now, we know that this angle is 69 degrees. If this angle is 69 degrees, we will say 180 degrees, since these are adjacent supplementary angles. We will say angle AMC plus 69 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. Gonna be angle AMC plus 69 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. The reason is these are adjacent supplementary angles, or angles on a straight line, right? Then now we need to transpose this 69 degrees. Therefore, we'll say angle AMC is equals to 180 degrees minus 69 degrees. Therefore, angle AMC is equals to 111 degrees. Now we are done with number 1. Now we need to move on and do number 2. We need to calculate the length of MP. The length of MP. We need to calculate this length. So we are going to use this triangle BMC. This is the triangle we are going to use. Right. So since we are calculating the length of MP, here is MP, and we are given that BC is 12 degrees, and we have this angle which is 21 degrees, which means here we can use a trigonometric ratio, which is tan. We know that tan is opposite over adjacent, which means tan of 21 degrees is going to be MP over 12. So that is number 2. We will have tan of 21 degrees is equals to MP over 12. Right. Then if we cross multiply here, we will have MP is equals to 12 times tan 21 degrees. Therefore, if we put this information in a calculator, we will get 12 tan 21 degrees. 12 times tan 21 degrees is equal to 4,61 units. That is 4,61 units. 4,61 units. That means now we know that this side is 4,61 units. Right. Let us move on and do number 3. We need to calculate the length of AB. We know that M is the midpoint of AB. So if MB is 4,61, that means AM is also 4,61, which means in order to get the length of AB, we need to say 4,61 plus 4,61, then we get the length of AB. Right. So here, to calculate the length of AB, that is number 3, we know that MB is equals to AM. They are both equals to 4,61 units. Right. Therefore, we will say AB is equals to 4,61 plus 4,61, which is equals to 9,22 units. Therefore, AB is 9,22 units. Now we need to do number 4. Let us go back to our questions. Right. Number 4, we need to calculate the size of ACM. 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 Which means we need to calculate this angle. So in order for us to calculate this angle, so in this case, we need to find the entire angle C. How are we going to do that? We know that, okay, here it's 4,61, but this entire side is 9,22 units. So we can use the fact that AB is 9,22 and we have 12 units, which is BC. Then we can use the large right-angled triangle. We are going to say tan of angle C, the entire angle C, is equal to AB, which is opposite, over BC, which is adjacent. Right, let us do that. So here we will say tan of angle C is equal to AB over BC. So which means we will say here tan C is equal to, we know that AB is 9,22 over BC, which is 12. Then now we will put this information in a calculator. But before we put this information, we will say angle C is equal to arctan of 9,22 over 12. Right, then we need to put this information in the calculator. Arctan of 9,22 over 12, rounding off to 2 decimal places, is equal to 37,54 degrees, since we are calculating. And now let us go back to our diagram. Right, so now we know that this whole angle is 37,54. 37,54, this entire angle. Now, but we need angle ACM. How are we going to do that? We are going to say, in order to get angle ACM, I write that down. To get angle ACM, we need to say angle ACM is equal to 37,54 degrees minus that's 21 degrees, minus 21 degrees. Therefore, 37,54 degrees minus 21 degrees, that is 16,54 degrees. Right, now let us go back and check number 5, which is the last question, the length of AC. Okay, so if you notice here, AC here is the hypotenuse side of the big right-angled triangle. Therefore here we can use cos. Okay, we can let us use cos of 37,54 degrees. Right, that is number 5. So number 5, we will say cos of 37,54 degrees is equals to adjacent. Our adjacent side there is 12 units. over hypotenuse, which is AC, since we are looking for AC. Then here we'll cross multiply. Then we will have, if we cross multiply here, we will have AC is equals to 12 over cos 37,54 degrees. So we need to put this information in a calculator. Right. 12 divided by cos 37,54 degrees, rounding off to 2 decimal places, we get 15,13 units. So AC is 15,13 units. Okay, let's go back to our diagram and check if we are correct. Right, we are correct. We can say the side is 15,13 units, and this is the largest unit amongst all the units in this large right-angled triangle, since AB is 9,22 and BC is 12. And since we know that the hypotenuse side is the longest side in a right-angled triangle, therefore 15,13 units is absolutely correct. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe to Maths Tutorial Sessions YouTube channel, and also hit the notification bell below this video in order to get the notification whenever we upload a new video. Bye bye viewers, see you next time.